This was the conclusion that we had from it, and you should get there. Lack of B2, B12, and iron all result in lower energy output. The lack of the three of those plus vitamin D result in lower activation of vitamin D, and the lack of the combination results in lower myelination. The lack of myelination reduces the conduction speed in the brain, which is we're talking, it's a stimulation, and reduces the ability of the brain to process and use information. And that's what we're talking about. It's getting all these signals. What does it mean? How do I process it? The lack of B12 results in lower melatonin, which gives you this lack that we said of myelination, but it also gives you the sleep disorders, which is common in the kids, and gut disorders. And the lack of iodine and selenium results in lower activation of B6, which results in lower GABA, which is poorer behavioral control and epilepsy. I didn't quite go through that much, but this is an indication of where your deficiencies are. And of course, different individual deficiencies will cause slightly different symptoms. And you get your spectrum. And how bad it is, you get your spectrum. You get the difference in behaviors from them. And people try and lump them all together. Well, they all have a different background. So why is this important? We're doing this retrospectively. We would really like no parent to have to go through the ordeal of this. But it is a cost thing. For a pinch of salt a day, which isn't much in 9 months, we could prevent this. And the rate is going up. So by 2030, the rate in Northern Ireland will be 7%. This is of kids with autism or developmental delay, 5.5 in Scotland, 5% England, 4.5 in Wales. It's a massive number. Here's the graph showing the increase in those. It's preventable by a pinch of salt a day, as I've been saying. The cost is astronomical. And in Australia now, to put a child into a special school, if you've got the money, the government is forking out $60,000 a year per child. This is a massive cost to society. A third of our NDIS budget is going on something that could prevent it with a pinch of salt a day. I have contacted several organisations to try and see what we can do about this, because the information is on the web. The information is on the National Health Systems of Australia, UK, and USA. It's there. The suggestions are there, but nobody reads them. So what can we do about that? I think that's one of the biggest things I would like to get out of this little series that we have, is how can we make people more aware? How can we just get a little pinch of salt? We take pregnancy multivitamins or whatever and get it right. But I think I'm optimistic.
That's good.